God, my feet smell like fucking nutsack. How do I even begin this story out? I had a stalker. I genuinely had a stalker. This was years ago, and I was fresh out of high school. I just got kicked out of high school for unrelated reasons. That'll be a story in the future, if I'm legally allowed to talk about it.
What?
Me and my stalker had a falling out some years ago. It was a female. You wouldn't be able to tell, some of you wouldn't be able to tell, but it started out though, we were friends. And I know what you're thinking, Tristan, you were friends with a female once. And obviously once was enough. We'll call her Big Mac. Probably because she was big. She was a big, robust girl. Let me paint the picture of what this girl looked like. She looked like the fat dude from Lost.
She looked like Nacho Libre.
I'm not even trying to be mean. This is the most accurate description I can afford this girl. She looked like Maui from Moana, if like a lesbian and had sex with the fat guy from Lost.
Oh my God.
Point is, she wasn't attractive. She wasn't an attractive girl. Her and I, we always knew of each other. She was one of those people that, you know, she rode the same bus as I did, and she was always so laid back and chill and cool. So when I got kicked out of like high school, I didn't have much going on back then. I don't know how her and I started talking. I guess she followed me on Instagram. I followed her, blah, blah, blah. We became friends though, and we decided to hang out a couple times. And I was like, you know what? I'm willing to give a male-female heterosexual platonic friendship a go, because I'm a firm believer that it doesn't work out. A male and a female can't truly be friends unless like one of you's really ugly or one of them's gay. That's the rule. That's the golden standard.
Yes, sir. This nigga's spitting.
In my case, she was really ugly. She was a fat bitch.
Wow.
No offense. And believe me, you're looking at a guy who is unfriend-zonable.
Plug.
You will not friend zone me. I don't care. It won't happen. I've had many girls try to. I don't think about you that way, and you know what I do? Drop a dick pic on them.
What the fuck wrong with
I've
you?
gotten blocked a lot.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
But you're not gonna do that shit to me. So, me and old Big Mac would hang out a lot, you know, stupid stuff, go to the park, go grocery shopping together, you know, cutesy gay stupid shit, have a drink or two. Nothing romantic, all platonic, in my eyes at least. But as time passed by, I can tell that she was growing a little bit more attached to me. A couple of months would go by and then she would confess to me. She'd be like, Tristan, I really like you. And I think you're funny and cool and handsome and got a big old fucking dick and balls on you and you're good at games and Fortnite.
Oh.
And I would be like, look here, Big Mac. I'm just not interested in you like that. I was trying to be nice, but in reality, I'd be like, look, you're just unattractive and you're fat. You're a fat bitch, and I don't like fat bitches. Which sucks too, because fat bitches have the nicest personalities. They do. Like 9 out of 10 times, because they have to compensate for the fact that they look like a stack of fucking flapjacks. And I'm not saying I'm above fucking a fat bitch, because believe me,
I've done it.
I beg your pardon.
I think honestly my PR is like 250. I've been with some robust women, but they had something going for them. Like, you know, like I've been with like fat bitches, but they've had like nice faces, or they were like proportionally fat. Still fat bitches though. I've done it. I'm not above it.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
A lion's gotta eat.
Come on, man.
Shut up, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up, my nigga, shut up.
But she kind of had like nothing going for her. Yeah, I don't know. She just looked like a burly Samoan of a girl. Like you know the type, more circumference than there is height. But anyway, so she would confess, and I would put it as lightly and as nicely as I could. Look, Big Mac, I'm just not looking for anything romantic right now. Like, I still want to be friends. And she was like, I can respect that. So we would move on, and then some time would pass, and then she would confess again. And then I would have to do the same spiel, like, no, I'm not looking for anything right now. I just like drinking and jerking off and fucking whores. She would take the hint. She would take the rejection with stride and be like, okay. And then she would do it again, and it kept happening more and more frequently. It would happen every couple of months. Then it would happen every month. And then it became an every week thing where she would confess her love, and she would get more and more aggressive with it every single time. No, Big Mac, I can't say my feelings on the matter have changed. And then she would start yelling at me. She'd be like,
This is why you're a drunk fucking alcoholic and no one will ever love you the way that I love you.
And I was just like, Jesus Christ, huh? Tell me how you really feel. During this period of time, I would hang out with my cousins. They lived down the road. We would have some parties, some shindigs, some hoedown hootenannies. You know, we would drink. I loved my cousins, and we'd be hanging out. She knew that. She found that out. So she befriended my cousins because I would stop hanging out with her because I started getting weirded out. She would text me her feelings, and I'd be like, Big Mac, listen, still no. I'm not big on calorie cavaliers. Yeah. And then she would chew me out and tell me that I'm a worthless waste of space and no one else loved me the way that she loves me. As a matter of fact, no one else loves me in this world because I'm a calloused asshole and she's the only one that can appreciate me. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just have to fucking kill myself then, honestly, Big Mac.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Once I stopped hanging out with her so much, she moved on to my cousins and befriended them. So one day when I'm over at my cousin's house, she just happened to be sitting there waiting for me, conveniently too, which weirded me out. But I didn't realize the extent of her psychopathy. And I'm not saying I'm the most like normal, sane person possible, but what you see is what you fucking get. I'm an open book. Some of the pages may be crusted in blood and cum.
What?
If you just peel those bad boys apart, I have nothing to hide. It got to the point, though, where she was starting to weird out my cousins because it became very clear that the only reason she was hanging out with them was to get to me. They'd be telling me all the time, like, yeah, Plug's over here. She's looking for you again. I'm like, and I'm on the road just fucking drinks and drinking bitches, like normal. Being an absolute dirtball degenerate. And then it got to the point where they had to, like, just kind of hide from her because she would come over every single day. And then she would come over to my house, and and then sometimes I would have to hide from her. They would send me Snapchat videos of them peeking through the blinds and seeing her car, because we lived not even a mile down from each other, and we can see her car just looking for my car. It was weird too, because there was times where I would go over to her family's house, and her family were nice people, not well-adjusted people, but nice people enough. I'm not one to speak about well-adjusted families, but I can tell that she told her family this is my boyfriend, this is my guy, I'm gonna marry this guy. Her father would be like, well, welcome to the family, son. I'm like, I'm here to pick up Gucci. We're gonna go watch the new Baywatch movie together. Decent movie. And no, come on, son. You're gonna sit down and have family dinner with it. And they kept calling me son, and then they were trying to I can tell what they were doing. They were trying to indoctrinate me into the family. My daughter Big Mac talks about you a lot, son. And I was like, yeah, I can imagine. And it would just be really weird and stuff like that. It went from them being nice to them kind of just trying to sell me on old Big Mac. We'd be having a nice family dinner. So Tristan, what's your type?
I'm attracted to you because I'm a bad bitch!
And I can't say not fat because this is a whole family of fucking gargantuan beluga whale big backs, so. Damn! And I'm like, well, I kind of just don't really have a type. How about smart? How about college girls? What future? Nice families. I can't just look at this old boomer and be like, look, I like bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. What? I like what I like. So it was just weird. Anyways, so time passes and, I would still somewhat keep in touch with her, but I'm trying to stonewall her. I'm trying to make some distance, and it's just making her more and more aggravated. And she would snap me every day. And then one night, she, accidentally sends me an insane amount of nudes. Let me paint the picture for you what old Big Mac's naked body looked like. No! Imagine a flesh-colored beige Michelin Man. Imagine you have a stack of 12 glazed donuts, a baker's dozen, and you just compressed it together. She looked like one of those things that they stir the honey pots with. It was a stack of flapjacks. I know I've already used that one, but in lack of better imagery, this is the best I can provide you. This was completely unprompted too, out of the blue. And so I didn't respond, because this was back during when you could side swipe Snapchat. without it like alerting the person, because these fucking losers nowadays pay for Snapchat and it like tells you like, hey, this person's like not opening your chat but it's peeking. And I happened to peek and see all this and I was like, oh my goodness. An hour goes by and then she deletes the chat. She's like,
Oh my god, did I send that to you?
so for the sake of salvaging what friendship was there left, oh thank God, yeah, I didn't have any service, so I didn't see. You know, I'm lying. I saw too much. I looked into the abyss being the absolute fucking garbage bag full of mayonnaise that was this poor girl's body. I saw folds of skin that I didn't even think was possible. She looked like a stack of folded towels. It was remarkable. It was unforgettable, honestly. So I say that, and she goes,
Oh, you didn't see?
and then sends the nudes again. And then the crazy part was, like, you think you would own up to it, like, just like, hey, look at me naked. But she was like, and then deleted it and was like,
Oops, send him again. Oopsie whoopsie.
at this point, I think I was like really checked out of the friendship. Because you got to keep in mind that this was a really actually cool, chill girl. You know, that takes a lot for me to give a woman props like them. That's like actually a cool, interesting girl who I enjoy hanging out with and talking to. That devolved into this like psychopathic creep. It was creepy. Like there was a time where I was working out of town and there was no one in my home, and you know, she's blowing my shit up every fucking day, every minute of every day. And then she sends me a Snapchat and she's inside my room. There's no one in my house. She's inside my room. And I go, what the fuck are you doing in my room, Big Mac?
Oh, just forgot my purse. Oopsie whoopsie.
You know, trying to play it off, being cutesy with it. And I was just like, no, you didn't. Where'd you leave it? In my fucking corner of like cum tissues?
I beg your pardon?
You didn't? So it was just things like that adding up. It was just getting worse and worse. And my cousins were scared. Like, you have to cut off this crazy fat bitch. And I was like, believe me, I'm trying. She knows where like all we live. Like, she was like texting my mom and my sisters. Like,
Is Tristan back in town? Where's Tristan at?
and then my mom's like, you need to let that crazy fat bitch down gently, Tristan. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what to do. I'm out of options. I'm trying to fucking cut her off, and she would just go off on me and be like,
Why are you ignoring me? No one else is gonna love you, Tristan, like I love you. I would literally kill for you. Do you understand how much of an unlovable asshole you are? You should be grateful that someone like me will ever love you. Which then
finally I said, you know, Gucci, I've had enough. I have established firm boundaries with you. I told you I was not romantically interested in you, nor physically, and I have made that very clear. And if you can't respect my boundaries, I don't want you in my life anymore. Big Mac, you need to go. Yeah, I had like the stern father with her, like, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed, get out of my sight. So she threw a big old fucking hissy fit tantrum.
No.
And then getting upset with my cousins too, because they're equally like freaked out, because they're gonna be on my fucking side. Listen here, fat bitch, tubby, fatso, double chin. It wasn't double chin, it was like 3 chins, but big back, beluga, they're on my side. They like me, they don't like you. They're my cousins. Them's my buzzes.
Why are you doing this?
What the fuck wrong with you?
Them's my shooters. They're not your shooters. That's my squad. That's my gang. That's my pussy posse. Finally, we all agreed that we're done with old Big Mac. Like, if she comes knocking on the door, don't answer. Even my aunt's getting freaked out. Like, and my aunt's a crazy, stupid bitch. And we agreed, like, no contact. She's blowing me up. She's apologizing, and then sending a paragraph about how she's sorry. And then the next hour, no, you know what? No, I don't feel sorry. You know, I hope you get killed and all this other shit. And, you know, just crazy outlandish girl stuff, you know, fat bitch shit. At this point, I had to block her and everything, because I'm getting fucking berated. I'm getting chewed out. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing every insult in the book. You know, my dick's short. My breath stinks. I'm short. I'm broke. No motion. No bitches, no better ingredients, no Papa John's. Like, I've heard you can't tell me shit that I haven't told myself 6 inches from the fucking mirror. Like, I've heard it all. Like, you can't faze me, but it gets annoying hearing it come from someone with fucking jowls flapping together. Never told her any of that, by the way. I never told old Big Mac, like, all these insults that I have now, because, like, I still respected the idea of Big Mac. You know, like, I still held what our friendship once was in my heart, because I cherish friendship. That's a big deal for me. It reaffirmed my suspicion. I'm like, yeah, dudes and females can't be genuine friends. You can be acquaintances. But like, and I know there's gonna be some girls like, actually, I have dude best friends. And it's like, oh, really? Tell him you're horny right now. See what's happening. Tell him you're horny and let's see what's up. And there's going to be dudes, but actually I'm friends with other girls. I'm like, yeah, but would you fuck them if they gave you the chance? If they message you right now and said, hey, I'm horny. Hey, come fucking butter this blubber hole. You would.
What?
You'd be frothing out your fucking tip right through your Wranglers, just driving 80 miles per hour to come just get a whiff of her fucking sweaty gooch after the gym, you fucking pervert. I don't want to hear it.
Yes.
Men and women can be friends. Yeah, if one of you's fucking hideous or gay, go ahead. All power to you. Go ahead and keep fucking lying, Bubba. She'll let you fuck one day, maybe. I don't know. So Mother's Day rolls around. I remember it was Mother's Day, and me and my cousins were like, you know, let's go do something. Let's go treat our moms out nicely. We go to the old coast, and we're going to go crabbing. You know, we're going to have a day out on the beach. Having a good day. It got to the point, because like we would go to parties and stuff, I told them, hey, turn off y'all's Snap Map. That was back when Snap Map first dropped, too. And so all of us did, except for my cousin's friends. She didn't turn off her Snap Map. And Big Mac, being as obsessed as she was, found, because like she knew she was part of the pussy posse, the fam, the gang, YOLO swag type shit, hold it down, buzz and shit. She knew that she was around us. And so she tracked us down on Snap Map through her. And who comes pulling up just an hour after we get there, conveniently? If you were to say Big Mac, you'd be correct, because it was. Fuck! And she played it smart, too. Old Big Mac got dropped off out there so she could have the perfect excuse, because she had a car. And I'll give Big Mac props. Like, during the beginning of our friendship, you know, I was bumming it. You know, my car was, you know, I'm white trash. My shit's breaking down. I need a ride. I would need a ride or two. She gave me a ride, plenty of rides. Like, the friendship was good at first, and she was cool at first. I'm just saying, like, what it devolved into. So she got dropped off out there. Like, it was like me, my mom, my aunt, my cousins were all like looking at each other like, how the fuck? And then I looked over at the one friend, because she was stupid. The friend, our cousin's friend, she was also a stupid bitch. And then we deduced that she tracked us through Snap Map. So she's like, she comes up to me.
I'm not even here to hang out with you, Tristan. I'm here to hang out with your cousins.
Yeah, whatever you say there, big fella. So it's super awkward now. She's ruining Mother's Day for me and my cousins and my mother, more importantly. The whole time, too, like I'm trying to crab, drink some beers, and I just look over and I just see this absolutely depressed fucking beluga just giving me the side eye, just sonaring me from 20 feet away. So it's time for us to leave. I feel bad because I made my cousins deal with it. I was like, I'm not dealing with that. I dealt with that plenty. I won't do it anymore. But eventually I was like, you know what? I'll have to drop her off. That's what she was planning on. She succeeded. We're in my car. It's just her and I. She's sitting shotgun. She's like facing away from me, just being silent. I'm like, thank God. I don't have to hear this tub of sludge speak. So it's good. It's good. But then, of course, you know, she just breaks. She just breaks out in hysterics, starts screaming at me, slamming my dashboard, going absolutely feral, nuts to butts, batshit. Why won't you love me? Oh yeah, I do all this for you. My family's invited you to everything. I've done so much for you, but just and then you know just like headbutting the dashboard. I'm surprised honestly the fucking airbag didn't go off with this goddamn beluga just going boating brazy in my shotgun. I'm just like, you are out of your fucking mind, Big Mac. I'm dropping you off. I don't ever want to see you again. You have crossed the line by coming out here and stalking my family now to get to me. Too far. Well, I mean, she's gone too far before, but now I was like, you're definitely done. I was like, if I were a lesser man, I would hit you. Why ya oughta? I want to get lard on my knuckles. I mean, she said some fucking foul shit to me. If I were a lesser man, I would have shed a tear, honestly. It was very hurtful. Because, you know, there was like a girl at a time that I did fancy. The feelings weren't reciprocated, you know, as part of being, you know, as part of the male experience. You like a girl that doesn't ever even think about you at all or remember your name. And she's talking about, she will never love you. You think you even have a chance with her? You are a fucking dirtball. You are worthless. I will love you though. I'm like trying to break me down. I'm like, you know what? Actually, I ain't shit. You're right. You know, I guess you are as good as it gets. Like, I think that's what she was thinking in her mind. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. Even if I am just an ugly, short piece of shit, I will die alone. I refuse to settle. Like, I'll literally just jerk off till I die. Like, she made the mistake of trying to go at the most stubborn, narcissistic asshole she could get her hands on, and she found him, and like, you're not gonna break me. Sorry, you can try to get me drunk enough, which she has tried to get me drunk for, and it just ain't gonna happen, you know, like, so I'm getting chewed out. It's a 45-minute drive the whole time, too. Just, I'm hearing this fucking psycho shed its skin, drop her off at her house, and I'm like, never want to see you again. I wish I could say this is where the story ends, and that Big Mac finally realized the error of her ways and was like, maybe I should stop being a fat bitch. And I know what you're thinking. Because I was telling someone this story recently, and then they asked me, all right, but if it were a skinny girl, would the story have played out differently? You're fucking right it would. You're goddamn right it would. Yeah. If she were a skinny, attractive girl, not even attractive, just kind of skinny-ish and decent looking, I might be married right now. That's just the sad truth. That's the sad reality we live in. For some reason, like, there's a deepness expected from me that I've never shown or have given, and I'm never going to give. Like, I am a very shallow, self-centered, narcissistic asshole. They're like, yo, but he shows self-awareness. So, like, I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's all. This is all you're gonna get. This is as deep as my empathy goes. So, what does Big Mac do? What's the next step Big Mac does? She takes to the internet, slandering me. Every time she found out I was talking to a girl, she would message that girl.
You need to leave him alone. You know he's bad. He's bad news. He hurts people. He's a psycho. He's a creep. He's a stalker. He watches midget amputee porn.
He has smegma. It's just stupid shit. And finally goes off on Facebook. This was a bold strategy she went for too. She went for a Hail Mary. And I'll tell you right now, it almost worked. What she did was she flipped everything she did. All the crazy stalker shit, the beratings, the ass chewing outs, the breaking into my home. She turned the whole story around and made me the stalker. And she made a Facebook post about it, about how I stalked her and how I broke into her house and her room and stuff. And they're eating it up because, like, I have a terrible personality. I don't hide it. I'm a bad person. And I've accrued a very negative reputation in such a very small town amongst my peers. They're not my fucking peers. These are fucking retards. You know, like, for instance, I pissed off every rapper. I've pissed off almost every bitch. Pissed off every fat bitch. I know that for a fact. I'm just an asshole. I antagonize people, and I love it, and I do it for the love of the game, and I'm never gonna stop. So they're all eating it up. Oh, Tristan. Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, no, that sounds like him. I mean, there's no physical proof, but, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and believe it. Everyone's thinking I'm this stalker creep now, and I've wronged her and her family, and just a creepy weirdo stalker. But my saving grace, though, she had overplayed her hand. She made the mistake that all women do when slandering men on the internet. They can't just leave it enough at, like, slight slander, like believable lie bullshit. She took it just a little bit too far. Because, like, girls write, girl, I hope you file a restraining order against him, girl. You know, hey, girl, hey, fellow fat bitch. Girl. Here comes the fucking herd. Moo, girl, yes, moo. And she starts going, yeah, and you know, it's the worst part is I really did have feelings for him, but he was just so madly in love with me, and he just, and I told him, I was like, Tristan, we can never be, and the only reason we weren't in a relationship because he was just scared of relationships, but he told me, he's like, I love you so much, and that was the moment everyone realized that, okay, this bitch is crazy, this bitch is, like, lying. Because there's one thing we know about that fucking asshole. He hates fat bitches. My whole life, I have slandered almost every fat bitch I've encountered. That's the reason every fat bitch knows me and has sworn a vendetta against me. The information's out there. I hate fat bitches. I do. I was like telling people the whole time too. I was like, this is fucking lies. Like everything she's saying, she did that to me. Keep in mind too, also why it was so believable, because like I'm the perfect victim, because I'm like this crazy, stupid, drunk asshole who wrongs people constantly. Like imagine the chillest, coolest, nonchalant person you know. And then imagine the biggest dickhead who just starts shit, comes up to you, and is like, that person's crazy. That person is doing this and that to me and stalking me and my family and doing all this horrible shit and insulting me, telling me I'm worthless. You know, like, and you look back over at this chill-ass, nonchalant person, you're just like, that guy, that bitch. So she had those two things going for her, and it would have worked so perfectly. But she really had underestimated my hatred for fat bitches. That ended up being my saving grace. Everyone was like, well, why the fuck would he date you? He hates your kind. And I was like, oh, that was the unbelievable part. That was the fucking unbelievable part. So anyways, how does the story end, Tristan? Did she get justice? Did everyone finally realize how much of a crazy bitch she was? The story kind of ended with like, so everyone's like, well, we kind of don't give a fuck about this dirtball and this fat bitch. Because like, then turns out she was having a three-way with her two male cousins. They were identical. First cousins, by the way. First fucking cousin. Her first cousin she was having a threesome with. And somehow in this equation, and somehow it was chlamydia or gonorrhea got introduced into the mix of this throuple here, into the old family feud. And so they all had gotten the clap or the Slurpees, I don't know. And I had caught wind of this because she kept trying to run smear campaign after smear campaign. Like, no, guys, believe me, he loved me. He was the stalker. And then finally I was like, you know, Big Mac, I was like, I've held my tongue long enough. I've given you the benefit of an ex-friend, but I was like, you know, it's time to do what I do best. Insult fat bitches on the internet. I wish I still had screenshots of this. I outed her for having sex with her first cousins, and all of them contracted STDs, and so she deleted everything, every post involving me. Spam called me to take that down, and I still actually have some death threats from her family on Facebook. Like they requested to, like, I got like 8 requests from her family, like I'm gonna whip your fucking ass when I see you. How dare you insult my incestual, chlamydia riddled, big fat ass cousin, you motherfucker. So that was the last I heard of Big Mac. But what did we learn? Don't be friends with fat bitches. Anyways, alright, thanks for watching.